What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm jumping back into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time, what I wanted to do was to get a par update for the Crogon Keep. Now, this is a map that before I used, I think I blockaded the Rift, which allowed the minions to sort of path around, and while that may work and later difficulties are endless, they have adjusted the par time on this down to 18 minutes. So we need to figure out a clear for this that takes 18 minutes or less, and who we can do this with. I'm going to go with somebody that I don't have a chest for, just because that benefits me. I haven't done this with Blackpaw. Cygnus probably isn't a bad pick for this, but he has very, very low mobility. I think I want to do this with Bloodspike. Alright, so actually, I can still block that off if I wanted to, because I know what to do to basically clear them out before that becomes a problem. With these, I can do that. The question is, can I keep my HP up? With that, I can. And let's grab the bear hugs. I think this is a solid choice. Let's go ahead and get this fired up, see what we can do.
What's on the menu today?
Alright, so we're in. Ooh, that was a bit of stutter, not sure where that came from. Alright, so I'll notice immediately that I'm probably starting with a bit more gold than usual. That's because of parts. Yes, Bloodspike, the trap is on the wall. I think we'll do that. And one more of those swinging maces should basically take care of this. At least most of the enemies will wind up dying here.
They've broken through a gate.
Could just run out and kill them, but I don't really feel like doing that. As using executions will just slow them from getting to the traps, and I don't plan on using that particular guardian area at all. This one will get used though. Alright. So Bloodspike is a character that works very weirdly compared to a lot of other melee characters in the game. He has this sort of rhythm to his attacks that you have to get down to actually keep his damage as consistent as it should be. Alright, come on. And of course, his attacks have all the usual properties. You can cancel his left click with his right click. And his left click can be done in the air. So if you happen to be chasing something like a kobold or a fast moving enemy for whatever reason, just remember that you can swing in the air. You can change directions, like visually in the air, so you can strike your target. Use everything that is at your disposal to sort of keep your damage up. I'm going to go ahead and run over here.
Howdy, y'all.
Okay. No coins yet. Okay. And you'll see most of the enemies are sort of just dying off down there. Now, you can strengthen this kill box up and put a bunch of ballistas and things in here if you absolutely want to make sure that this area isn't easy to get through. The fire traps are probably going to be the majority of your DPS. There we go. It's also really good if you can get enemies lined up for his maiming blow, because the area is really narrow. Alright, and now we're going to do this again, even though you can do this without it. After this wave, I should be able to block this side off, and then just fight strictly on the left.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
Well, hello to you too, Rift. Boop.
Well done. The unstable rift has been destroyed.
Alright, I should get back just in time to encounter most of these guys. No runners, which is nice. The reason why I like to use these lengthwise maces is essentially because they will wreck the stings for you. You really don't have to do too much to make sure that they hit everything, and the combination of the maces with the Viscous tar is pretty ridiculous.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
Now, you'll have a lot of crazy things to deal with over here, but it's best to take them one step at a time. That is actually on a corner and will catch pretty much everything that tries to come across. I'm just going to kill the heavy guys individually because that's what they deserve. Okay. Now, as long as... Whoop, and there we go. There's the jumping attack. And another one. Alright, looks like we need to run to get back up there. And now the good thing about placing the Stablehand there specifically is his slowing attacks. They're great. Alright, and then Sea of Blood is amazing for Blood Spike just because it allows him to hold on to his Bloodbath stacks even longer. For those that don't know, the Bloodbath stacks are about an 8% damage increase. Alright, and the right side is essentially completely blockaded off now. Everything has to go around to the left. Now, what you can do to prevent things from getting too dicey is first block this off.
This will terrorize while it tenderizes.
So enemies that go up the stairs will turn back around. And I think most of those guys will die in the center there, so I don't really have to worry too much about them. And then what I like to do here is first slow things down.
Taste their tears.
And then start some damage here. Add some arrow walls. Now they're going to take a bit of time to get around there the first time. We're going to give them some assistance by adding some Brimstones. Now, I would recommend that you probably use a faster character than Bloodspike, somebody that has more, just higher mobility overall. Somebody like Midnight or Blackpaw, just because if you're doing this at a lower level, your traps are going to be weaker. That's the first thing. And also because, for the sake of part-time, you really don't want to just wait it out. Alright, but regarding those other enemies, just going to add some burning bits for everybody. And you can put these in a lot of different places. Some areas will catch enemies more easily than others. But putting them on corners is generally a really great way. Now, you could watch the wisps to see exactly where they go for a lot of enemies. But the problem with that is just that wisps themselves are going to be kind of hard to catch when a new gate is opening. And if you're watching that for the first time, you're probably going to miss a lot of information or your par. And that's not good. Not a fan of missing par at all.
Watch out! Our enemies have broken through again.
I shouldn't have placed that there. I don't like the fact that this little tree growth here actually forces you to put that up like a small bit. And that means it might miss shorter enemies completely, which sucks.
An unstable rift is opening. It must be destroyed.
Alright. Yeah, we just need you to not go anywhere important. You're dead now, which means I can go play. Boop.
We have destroyed the unstable rift.
They will not.
There will be blood! So much blood!
Alright, and the last thing you do is you drop these, and then you set up a shooting gallery. Gonna drop the cost on the, or I'm sorry, the cooldown on the execution. One of the changes that was made way back when was that, oh, not too far ago, it's probably a few months ago now, but Blood Spike's cooldown for his stunning execution was increased to 30 seconds from 12. That makes it a bit less useful, and because it was a very much utilitarian move, in addition to the fact that it no longer works on heroes because they've been removed from the game, and mercenaries are immune to it because they have they count as mini bosses, like they have little boss stars. It's kind of difficult to deal with in some situations, but he can still deal a ton of damage if you can get just the right kill box set up, and you can group your enemies up really nicely. So I'm really not worried about anything from the right. It looks like those are probably crossbow archers. Everything over here should probably be kobolds, and they're going to be extra slow or extra crispy, one or the other. Okay, and the main issue with the ones that are going to the right is just going to be them dealing damage to my Guardian. And that's something I really don't want too much of. Alright, so now that they're all dead, actually, they're going to be coming around the back here, so let's go have a little talk with them if they get past that Guardian. And they don't. Nice. Alright, so we have about 7 minutes for 4 waves. That should be pretty solid. And we have a lot of things up here. Now, I'm using Ceiling Ballistas here. You may have Dragon Lances. They're a little rarer. And Ceiling Ballistas you have to have gotten for Rift Lord for. Alright, there we go.
Nothing like a little homicide to make me happy!
Alright, so those guys, I can just let them turn around. These all died. Okay. So this wave is literally just kill all of these guys as soon as possible then. Alright. I'm gonna grab shock value. Stunning execution allows you to deal lightning damage to everything in an area, just because I don't really need to spam maiming blow repeatedly. Okay, what else do we have? About 5 minutes, 3 waves. Let's go clear out the big guys first.
An unstable rift is opening. Destroy
Oh,
it.
hope that didn't turn out to be a mistake. No, they look pretty dead. Alright. Let's add some heat.
Who needs killing?
Nope, I'm not going to make it. Alright, that rift is going to open.
The unstable rift was not destroyed. Enemy minions incoming.
Alright. Oh, these are just grenadiers. Okay, you can just jump in and do whatever they want. They won't really kill anything or harm me. But we want... There we go. Get rid of him, and then we can just smack the other guys. 2 waves to go.
This will terrorize while it tenderizes.
Alright. Where are those coming from? An area where they're likely to die easily. Okay, not bad. Ooh, they're getting to the left a bit too quickly, though. Might have to Unchained.
I have tasted strength.
So what exactly does strength taste like? Oh yeah, I have these things that I haven't been using. Those would probably help with the damage. Oh, and of course this guy. I swear he had a bunch of guys behind him. Did they just die at the last second? Alright. About 3 minutes left to do this last wave. Alright, that's a bunch of grenadiers. Their boss is Dread. I think Dread should just die. This is really the area I should have been paying attention to the entire time. Boss is already dead, which is great. Lots of BBQ. Alright. Then we're just gonna run up behind these guys while they're flying in the air and chop them down.
No prisoners, only leftovers.
All right. So there we go. Traps did close to 500,000 damage. Hero did 180. Not the easiest map for Blood Spike specifically, but so after I barricaded off the right side and these guys had to pass through this Guardian here, they sort of have this rift tunnel vision effect on them, and they'll stop attacking things in an effort just to get through the path as soon as possible. If you can set that up that way, you really shouldn't be dealing with this side at all. Just let them come through, take as much damage as possible, and then path around. The reason why I had to sort of do this little fight on the left side of the rift was because I was fighting here when I should have been fighting here, and that's just something that should help you guys out if you play this again. Of course, I'm not really trying too hard, and I probably should be. Either way, that would be an update for the Crogon Keep. I know there's a couple of other maps that I need to look at, and I'm going to see if I can pick those out too, maybe get those thrown up this week. If you guys have any that you recall off the top of your heads, feel free to drop a comment. and hopefully I should be able to get videos of that up soon. But yeah, there's a couple other things that I've talked about in another video that I'm going to be working on soon, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on those. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments beneath the description, and thanks for watching. Until next time, as always, have a good one, folks.